Well, there's a lot of steps.
Inside a sculptor's studio,
I use a urethane foam a lot of times.
the dust is in the details.
It's like a sketch pad for a sculptor.
This is the sculptor.
My name is Tom Viste.
He is a big, burly, bearded guy who looks and sounds more like a football coach
You get everything from dog shit in there to,
than a fine artist.
Cigarette butts.
With his gruff exterior, you wouldn't figure he is a former Olympic athlete. One who has put the spotlight on sculpture.
When I started, that was probably, kind of dates me, but it was like the Jimmy Carter administration.
But his body of work hints at a long and successful career. From a downtown hub to a third ward pub.
You've done a lot of pieces.
You've likely seen his work.
This is the Viste dog.
He makes his money in metal.
Some are, this one's got a little bigger curve to it.
But he tests his metal in a completely different material.
Okay guys, let's clear the way. We'll stay out here. So they'll go 4 in each one. You'll take this one then?
Suntan lotion, you got to have that in your kit bag.
18 total, we'll probably shoot for 20.
All the tools you need.
Brings a lot of people to downtown Racine.
Probably close to like 5 degrees.
Beautiful to see how they do that.
We do an awful lot of detail.
What are they doing? How does that happen?
This is like covering Mount Rushmore today. These blocks are solid ice.
It's a beautiful day for snow sculpting.
The event is called the Big Chill.
It's the fork in the road where athletics meets art. The Big Chill is, ironically, Wisconsin's most heated snow sculpting competition. And it's where Tom Viste and his son, a chip off the old block, will face off against the best sculptors in the Midwest.
It's one of the few opportunities you really do get to just do something that you really want to do.
According to the Olympics, this is actually a sport, one requiring the skills of the studio. Not a sport, you say?
Good exercise.
Just ask the sculptors if there's any work in artwork.
Yeah, you can't wait too long. You got no water left.
16 two-person teams have 48 hours to turn an 8x6 foot block of solid snow into a sculpture.
Where do we start? You got this giant cube of snow. How do we get a sculpture out of this?
Mark this off every foot. A lot of artists, they work in their studio, and a lot of people don't really get a chance to see the process.
Outside, in the elements,
Tip coming over.
Tom Viste
So if you go
comes alive
starting
as a sculptor
a foot down,
and as a competitor.
6.
He doesn't want to be confined by that. He wants to let the block move him, kind of like Leonardo da Vinci. He said the block told him what to carve. Getting out of the studio and doing something this scale is amazing.
And he's so good in the snow, he earned a spot on America's snow sculpting team in the Olympic Games.
Whoever thinks, at the tender age of 50 or whatever, that I was, going to be in the Olympics.
He won a bronze medal, as he remembers in this home video.
And the mayor of Iyama is on the stage, and he goes, the bronze medal goes to America. And I can remember going, shh, because everybody always says Team USA. And all of a sudden, people are patting me on the back, and you get the realization you just won an Olympic medal. They ran a beautiful event.
Look at his big teeth. You say scary.
I sum it up with the little kids' expressions when they come around.
Whoa, look at that horse over there.
In Racine, the other sculptors have completed their pieces.
Kind of like Tim the best.
And the cartoonish ones are really the crowd pleasers.
I know, it's hard to pick.
But Viste makes them think. It's abstract, designed as an invitation for your imagination.
It invites you to go look into the piece.
The sculptures are judged by the professionals and the public. The votes are tallied, and the winner is...
Lazy Bones, Neobo, and John Viste.
Well, it's not Tom Quioff. And in true artistic nature, that's where the competitive becomes the contemplative.
As much sculpting as I've done, it's not the winning or the losing that counts, it's doing it.
The process itself is the reward, and that's why, back in Milwaukee, Quioff will continue carving and crafting, shaping and sculpting a vision of the city from inside a studio.
I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else.